Why some remember past lives and others don't. Take a deep breath, close your eyes for just a moment, and imagine. Imagine standing at the threshold between worlds. One foot in this life, and one in the timeless current that flows through all your incarnations. For some people, this threshold opens like a doorway. Memories rush in, lifetimes, places, faces, stories that do not belong to this life, yet feel entirely their own. They dream of ancient temples, or feel at home in lands they have never visited. A déjà vu becomes not just a moment, but an entire movie of another existence. And then there are others, people who may live their entire lives without a single flicker of such remembrance. Their eyes are fixed fully in the now. Their story begins here, and it ends here, with no echo of anything beyond this present incarnation. Why is this? Why do some remember, while others do not? The answer is not luck. It is not random. It is design. Remembrance is not a prize. It is not a mark of superiority. And forgetting is not failure. Both remembrance and forgetting are part of the divine architecture of the soul. Today, we will walk together through this mystery. We will explore the soul's blueprint and mission, the role of DNA and frequency, the safety of forgetting, the dimensions of memory, and the collective role of those who awaken remembrance. So let us begin. Before you drew your first breath in this life, before your body was even formed in the womb, your soul already held a plan, a blueprint. This blueprint is not rigid. It is a living map of choices, potentials, and missions. Some aspects are flexible, others fixed, but all of it is woven from the fabric of who you truly are. Now imagine two souls standing together before incarnation. One soul says, "In my lifetime, I will remember. I will carry memory like a torch so that others may see their own reflections through me. My remembrance will not only serve myself but will serve the collective. I will remember so others may awaken." Another soul replies, "In my lifetime I will forget. I will immerse so deeply in the present moment that the past will not distract me. Forgetting will give me freedom. Freedom to learn without the weight of other stories." Both choices are sacred. Both serve. Because imagine living with the flood of 100 other lives in your awareness. The griefs, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the attachments. For some souls, that would be overwhelming. It would pull them away from the precise lessons they came here to learn. So some souls choose to veil themselves. Others choose to open memory. Each blueprint is perfect. Now let us turn inward to the body itself. Your memory is not stored only in the brain. It is imprinted in your DNA. Your DNA is like a vast cosmic library. Shelves upon shelves of archives, containing not just this life but lifetimes across the stars, across dimensions, across timelines. Most of humanity reads only a few shelves, the active strands. But the rest of the library is sealed, dormant, waiting for the right frequency. And here is where light comes in. Solar waves, crystalline codes, plasma currents from the galaxy. These are the librarians walking through your DNA, unlocking doors, unsealing archives. When that happens, suddenly you remember. Dreams carry foreign landscapes. Emotions rise that do not belong to this body. A memory flickers that has no source in your childhood. This is DNA awakening. This is remembrance. For some, the library remains sealed not because they are less, but because their soul has chosen a different rhythm. The opening will come when the body, the heart, the mind are ready to hold the knowledge without fear. There is no rush. There is no competition. The library opens in divine timing. Memory is also dimensional. Imagine tuning a radio. If you are on one frequency, you hear only one station. The rest of the spectrum is still there, but silent to you. Living fully in the third dimension is like being locked on a single channel. The story of this life plays clearly, but the rest is silent. But as you expand into higher dimensions, through meditation, dreams, energy work, or simply the natural evolution of consciousness, you begin to pick up more frequencies. 4D opens the emotional echoes of other lifetimes. 5D and beyond can flood in entire timelines, star existences, harmonic universes that stretch far beyond Earth. This is why sensitives, meditators, and grid workers so often remember spontaneously. Their radio dial is already scanning the spectrum, and memory slips in through the frequencies. For those anchored only in the physical mind, the other stations are quiet, but the songs are still playing, always. Now let us pause for something essential: safety. Not all memories are gentle. Some lifetimes were filled with trauma, with loss, with immense power or immense pain. To remember too soon could destabilize the current incarnation. The soul knows this. Spirit seals what would overwhelm. This is karmic permission. You will never be given memory that would harm you. You will only remember what you have the strength to hold. So if remembrance has not come yet, it is not failure. It is protection. The veil is an act of love. And when the time is right, when your nervous system, your heart, your energy body can integrate, the seal will dissolve. And then memory will come not as a burden, but as a gift. There are also souls who serve as timeline anchors. Their remembrance is not personal at all. It is collective. When someone remembers Lemuria, Atlantis, or lifetimes on distant stars, they are not just recalling for themselves. They are broadcasting. Their body becomes a crystalline transmitter. Their DNA hums with frequency, and that frequency ripples into the collective grid of Earth. Others may never see the visions themselves, but they will feel resonance. They will feel a stirring, a whisper, a recognition. This is how remembrance spreads. One remembers, others resonate, and slowly, the collective awakens. So even if you never see a past life in detail, you may awaken through the remembrance of another. Their story becomes your trigger, your key, your activation. This is collective service. This is why rememberers exist. So now, we return to the mystery. Why do some remember past lives and others do not? Because every soul designs their incarnation differently. Some chose to remember to serve the whole. Some chose to forget to immerse in the present. Some chose to awaken later when they were ready. And some chose to remain veiled for this entire lifetime, because that served their highest path. All of it is sacred. And the truth is, memory is never lost. It is eternal. Whether it surfaces now or in dreams or in future incarnations or in the great return beyond lifetimes, all of it is stored in the infinite field of who you are. So if you remember, honor it, trust it, share it when guided, for your remembrance is not only yours. And if you do not remember, honor that too. Trust your timing. You are no less awakened, no less important. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And perhaps, as you listen now, you feel something stir, a resonance, a whisper in your soul that says, yes, this too is part of me. That whisper is remembrance. Even without visions, even without details, your soul is reminding you that you are vast, eternal, and whole. So whether you see lifetimes clearly or live fully in the now, both are divine, both are perfect, both serve the great unfolding. Thank you for walking this path of remembrance.